Western North Carolina has been devastated by Hurricane Helene. And within this canopy, where there's no communication whatsoever, the reality of what has happened is just coming to fruition, where many people have died, hundreds of people are missing. And this is just one road 50 miles from the epicenter in Asheville, and this heroic crew is opening this section of the road up. And this is 7 days after the hurricane hit. So many of you guys just saw all my videos from Montana fly fishing, and I was hoping to post another great fly fishing video from Western North Carolina, where I live, but Hurricane Helene had different plans. Right now my daughter's stranded in Asheville. The only way in and out is by airplane. I'm told I can get there from the southern direction through Brevard, so I've stocked up with gas cans. So my mission today is I'm heading out there. I'm going to see if I can approach Asheville from the south and at least get as far as Brevard. I've got some cash on hand for Megan, and some gas in the canisters in back, 20 gallons worth of gas. So let's see how things are going. So we're still heading west towards Asheville. There's a truck there with a whole bunch of water in it, so the relief is getting its way to Western North Carolina, slowly but surely. Look at this, a whole fleet of mobile hospital convoy trucks coming in and heading west. That's great news. That's interesting. The state is using every resource they have. Pretty cool. So the heavy gear is starting to get deployed. And at this point I'm heading up to my mountain house before I get to Asheville and Brevard, just to see if I can access the mountain house. Obviously a bunch of trees are down. Again, this is far from the epicenter, so don't let this distort your view of the reality and the horrific nature of what is actually going on in Asheville, which needs your support. I have a link down below to the American Heart Association and Samaritan's Purse, where they're accepting donations to go in and help the people who are truly abandoned in this area. Oh, now we've got a problem. So I'm deliberately not going to Chimney Rock and Lake Lure, where entire towns were swept away by the floods. I'm not going to downtown Asheville because the emergency personnel need to get in there. This is just one remote road that just cuts off the entire community at the top of this mountain here. So the people who have been living at the top of White Oak Mountain have been stranded there for 7 days. Now, granted, that's not life-threatening, but this just puts a little insights into what is going on. That every mudslide like this completely wipes out a road, completely wipes out access to resources and potentially life-threatening medicines and interventions that are needed in the area. For some reason, the media are not prioritizing this disaster. Some are calling it the next Katrina in the scale of what is going on here. And I think the major hurdle was the fact that communications were down. So I think the media weren't finding out about it, or couldn't get their cameras in there. So maybe it wasn't the right venue for them, or the right opportunity for them to present it on national TV. But this is a real disaster. And again, I'm just showing a snippet here. And showing the beauty of this area and how precious it is to the people who live here. I mean, just look at that. That's absolutely pristine. And yet people in those valleys are suffering. People in those valleys have died, swept away, and lost all their resources. My place was preserved, and all I see is just a whole bunch of debris. I'll let you guys get a glimpse of that. But I don't want this to undermine my message. The message is we need resources, we need donations, we need help from American Heart Association. People have lost their houses, they've lost their family members, they lost their livelihood. The arts district in downtown Asheville completely wiped out. So all of life's work of these artists have been wiped out. So anything you can do to help is absolutely appreciated.